Okay, so today I'm going to share with you how you can scale your creatives. A lot of you don't know how to scale your creative. You're kind of a little bit confused. You understand that, okay, I test 6, 10, 15 original creative, but after that, I scale it, but I don't know how to integrate new creative and scale those new creative. And that's what we're going to speak about today. How can you scale your winning creative when you have found not only one, but multiple winning creative and you want to scale them at the same time? Let's go. Okay, so how can you not only test but scale new creative? And you're probably going to say, but what do you mean testing? Like, I thought we were speaking about scaling. Wait a second. Before scaling it, you need to learn how to test new creatives. If you don't know how to test, then you won't know how to scale. So, the first thing, in order to test new creative, you need to have a winning interest. For me, to test new creative with a product, I need a winning interest. The moment that I have a winning interest, I will be able to go to phase two. Why? Well, if you don't have a winning interest and you test, let's say, different interest, how do you know if it's the interest the problem or the creatives? You don't know. You don't know which one is the problem. So you need to know what is the problem. Is the interest or the creative? And how can you know that? By isolating the variable. You already know that the interest dog is working amazingly well with a batch of creative. So if you use dog, you know it's a winning interest. So you don't need to rely on knowing magically if it's going to work or not, because you will know if it doesn't work, it's not the interest, it's the creative. And if it does work, then perfect, you have yourself a winning creative. So after that, you do that. So you can do that with one winning interest, two winning interests, three winning interests. It doesn't matter. But you at least need one in order to have the foundation. So what about the second part? Well, the second part is a lot of you are going to create one ad set, test 50 different creative. That's not what you want. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to test creative and batches, small batches. So now you have the first step. You have a winning interest. Now that you have a winning interest, you're going to create multiple different ad sets with that same winning interest, not other ones, the same one. And you're going to add on each one of those ad sets, you're going to add 5 to 7 creatives. That's what I do. So on each one, ad set one, 5 to 7 different creative, 5 to 7 different creative, 5 to 7 different creative. So you will have, let's say, 4 times the same ad set, but with 4 batches of creative. And now the one that works, you scale them, and the one that don't work, you turn them off. So how can you scale them? Well, the scaling is pretty simple. The moment that you know that one works and it is consistent, how do you know if it's consistent? If it's for a week that you have been getting sales on that new batch of creative. If you have been getting sales on that new batch of creative, what do you want to do? You duplicate it. You duplicate it 3 times, uh, between 3 to 5 times. By doing that, you will be able to scale. So what happens is that you're going to have, let's say you have 3 times the same interest or different interest with different creative that worked. So now you have three. Let's say you duplicate this one, this one, this one, 3 to 5 times. You will have between 9 to 15 creative, between 9 to 15 ad set total. So now your budget is way more. So let's say only one ad set is $20 a day. That's $20 times 9. That's $20 times 15. The budget is, increasing slowly by slowly. Actually, that's quite aggressive. But yeah. So what about the next step? Well, the next step is you have winning creative. You have a winning interest, but that interest could fade away. So the goal is to find new pool of interest. So with those winning creative, you're going to start testing new interest and see which other pool can you find. And guys, it seems simple because it is simple, but you need to follow those steps carefully. If you don't follow those steps carefully, you guys are not going to be able to scale your creative. And if you're not organized on your Facebook ads manager account, you're going to be lost and you don't know which one is your new creative, which one is an older creative, which one I started when, which one I started this day, that day, and you're going to be lost. The majority of people, what happened is they probably have an interest that the first 2 weeks they make, let's say, thousands of dollars in profit, and they look at the maximum date. They look like at the overall time of the ad set running, and they don't know that the last 5 days was unprofitable. But because they were so profitable for the past 2 weeks, they're still profitable, but they're eating their profit little by little. So make sure that you're organized. Make sure that you follow everything step by step, because if you don't, my friend, you're not going to succeed. So let's go on here. Step 3. So step 3, very simple. It's the moment that you have multiple winning creative with multiple different interests, you're going to create a CBO campaign with stacking your at least three, well, at maximum three different interests, and you're going to attach your best creatives inside of that CBO, and you're going to let it run. If it does work well, then you're going to increase it at $100 per day. If it does work well, you're going to increase it at $200 per day. And if it does work well at 400, 800, 1600, etc. The sky is the limit. So that's what you need to do. The moment you identify your winning interest, the moment that you have a winning interest, what you want to do is you want to start testing different batches of creative. The moment that you have different batches of creative, very easy, you want to scale them. How to scale them? You duplicate between 3 to 5 times each one of those interests with the batches of creative that we're working, and now you should be able to scale quite easily. Now you're scaling, you're making money, everything is great, then you can go to find new pocket of audiences and be able to repeat the process. Now you have multiple interests that are working with multiple creative, and what do you want to do? Add your best interests into multiple CBOs with the best creative, and you can scale aggressively. But keep something in mind. The more aggressive you scale, the more you're going to make money. That's one. But at the same time, the more exhausted your creatives are going to be. So if you're exhausting your creative quickly, you need to create newer creative quickly. And that's the thing. Find a stable point. If you see that your product is scalable at 2-3K per day, you feel comfortable, you need to change your creative every other week, that's great. If you're scaling at 10K per day, but every other day you're changing your creative, you cannot do it, you're exhausted, well, hire people, but not only do it by yourself, because you're going to harm your account. You're either going to have a bad Facebook page score because you're lagging on something else. You're either going to block your ad account because some of your ads you probably didn't put enough time. You say wrong words and your ad account got suspended because of rejected ads. A lot of things could happen. So if you're alone, find a middle that you feel comfortable and scale and make money. If not, if you want to scale aggressively and go to the moon, then hire people at the same time so you can scale. So this is the video of today. That's how you scale. Well, you test and scale winning creative. That's my strategy. That's what we say to our students. And that's what I say literally today to one of our students right now that wants to scale hard with multiple creative. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. If you have any question at all about testing and scaling your creative, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to reply. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. To be honest, we make 3 videos every single day for your entertainment, and it's a lot of work, but doesn't matter. We're creating the best dropshipping community. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. We have more than 3,000 members, and we have an insane active chat where all dropshippers are sharing their knowledge, from beginning dropshippers to advanced dropshippers to 7-8 figures dropshippers, from 0 to 1,000 and reaching to the moon. Whatever, I just said random stuff. But for real, this group is insane and you can learn from it. So I will let you go. See you on the next video and wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Peace out.